India, with its diverse ecosystem and growing population, faces significant environmental challenges. To address these concerns and protect its natural resources, the country has implemented a robust framework of environmental prevention and control laws. These laws aim to regulate pollution, conserve biodiversity, manage waste, and promote sustainable development. This video explores some key environmental prevention and control laws in India and their impact on safeguarding the environment. The Water, Prevention and Control of Pollution Act, 1974. The Water Act establishes a comprehensive regulatory framework for preventing and controlling water pollution in India. It empowers state and central pollution control boards to enforce measures to monitor and maintain water quality. The Act imposes strict regulations on industries, requiring them to obtain permits and comply with effluent standards to prevent water contamination. It also prohibits the discharge of pollutants into water bodies without proper treatment. The Air, Prevention and Control of Pollution Act, 1981. The Air Act focuses on controlling and preventing air pollution by regulating emissions from industries, vehicles, and other sources. It empowers the Central Pollution Control Board, CPCB, and State Pollution Control Boards, SPCBs, to monitor air quality, set emission standards, and enforce regulations. The Act requires industries to install pollution control devices and obtain consent to operate. It also promotes the use of cleaner fuels and supports the development of renewable energy sources. The Environmental Impact Assessment (EIA) Notification, 2006. The EIA notification is a critical tool for assessing the potential environmental impacts of developmental projects. It mandates that projects falling under specific categories undergo a rigorous environmental impact assessment before obtaining clearance. The EIA process ensures that projects consider potential ecological, social, and health impacts and incorporate appropriate mitigation measures. It encourages public participation in decision-making and promotes sustainable development. The Forest Conservation Act, 1980. India's rich forest cover plays a crucial role in maintaining biodiversity and providing ecosystem services. The Forest Conservation Act aims to conserve forests by regulating the diversion of forest land for non-forest purposes. It mandates prior approval from the central government for such diversions and requires compensatory afforestation to maintain ecological balance. The Act also provides for the establishment of national parks, wildlife sanctuaries, and biosphere reserves to protect critical habitats. The Wildlife Protection Act, 1972. Recognizing the importance of preserving India's diverse wildlife, the Wildlife Protection Act prohibits hunting, poaching, and trade in endangered species. It classifies species under different schedules, with varying levels of protection. The Act establishes protected areas, such as national parks and wildlife sanctuaries, to safeguard habitats and promote conservation. It also emphasizes the need for conservation education, research, and community participation in wildlife protection. The Hazardous and Other Wastes Management and Transboundary Movement Rules, 2016. The hazardous waste rules aim to regulate the management, handling, and disposal of hazardous wastes in India. The rules impose obligations on generators, transporters, and operators of hazardous waste facilities to ensure safe handling and minimize environmental risks. It encourages waste minimization, recycling, and the adoption of cleaner technologies. The rules also prohibit the import of hazardous wastes and regulate their transboundary movement. Impact and challenges. India's environmental prevention and control laws have contributed to improved environmental quality and conservation efforts. They have led to the closure of polluting industries, the reduction of air and water pollution, and the conservation of ecologically sensitive areas. However, challenges persist, such as inadequate enforcement, lack of public awareness, and rapid industrialization. Strengthening enforcement mechanisms, enhancing public participation, and promoting sustainable practices are crucial for the effective implementation of these laws.